Have you ever stopped to think, what truly earns someone respect? Is it wealth? Status? Or fame? Not really. The thing that truly makes others respect you is not what you own, but who you are, how you treat others, how you uphold your values regardless of the circumstances, on the journey of self-discovery and inner peace. Inner Stillness will guide you through the principles that help you build lasting respect, not just from others, but from yourself. In this video, we will uncover 3 powerful secrets that will naturally make you a person of influence, admiration, and genuine respect, without the need for forced effort. These are not just passing tips, but timeless truths followed by the greatest minds in history. And remember, as a profound quote once said, we cannot expect respect if we do not live in a way that deserves it. Let's begin the journey of unlocking your inner dignity and strength. Secret number 1, stand for something. Have you ever wondered what truly makes a person respected? It's not wealth. It's not status. It's not fame. The most respected people in history are not those with power but those with unshakable principles. A person who stands for nothing will fall for anything. In a world full of fleeting trends and social pressures, it's easy to follow the crowd, to adjust our beliefs just to fit in. But if you don't have a core principle to guide you, you will constantly drift with the tides of popular opinion. The story of Nelson Mandela, a man who stood for justice. Imagine being locked in a small, dark prison cell, stripped of your freedom, isolated from the world, not for a day, not for a month, but for 27 years. Could you endure it? Nelson Mandela did. And not because he had to, but because he chose to. His crime? Fighting for equality. Mandela could have chosen the easy way out, silence, submission, and a comfortable life under the oppressive system. But instead, he stood firm. He endured unimaginable hardships. Not for himself, but for millions of people whose voices had been silenced. And in the end, he didn't just reclaim his own freedom, he transformed an entire nation. His name became synonymous with justice, perseverance, and unbreakable integrity. Lesson learned? When you stand for something bigger than yourself, you don't just earn respect from others, you earn self-respect. The world has no shortage of rich and famous people, but it desperately needs those who stand for something real. Who do you want to be? Don't chase trends or live to please others. If you don't know what truly matters to you yet, start thinking about the things you refuse to compromise on. That is the foundation of respect. Remember, those who stand for a cause become lighthouses in the dark. When you stay true to your values, respect will naturally follow. Secret to control your emotions: do not engage in every argument. You do not need to participate in every argument you are invited to. In a world full of agitation, those who are easily controlled by their emotions often do not earn the respect of others. On the other hand, strong individuals know when to speak up and when to remain silent. The story of President Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was heavily criticized by his political opponents, but instead of reacting angrily, he chose to respond with wisdom and kindness. There was a time when a journalist attacked Lincoln with harsh words. He wrote a fierce response letter filled with sharp rebuttals, but instead of sending it, he set it aside. The next day, when he read it again, he realized that anger clouds judgment and decided not to send it at all. This was not just patience but a high level of emotional control and wisdom. Lesson learned? When you know how to control your emotions, you gain an advantage in any conversation. Those who are easily consumed by their emotions are often manipulated, while those who maintain self-control always hold the upper hand. Silence is not weakness, it is strength. Truly powerful people do not need to prove anything through meaningless arguments. Listen more, speak less. The person who listens controls the conversation. When you refuse to be drawn into pointless confrontations, respect will naturally come to you. Secret 3. Always act with integrity. Have you ever met someone who, without saying much, radiates trust and respect? Someone who does not need to boast, yet every action they take reflects honesty and strength. That is the power of integrity. A person of integrity does not need to convince others with words, because their actions speak louder than anything they say. They do not sacrifice their morals for temporary gains, nor do they compromise on what is right, no matter the pressure. In a world full of shifting values, a person with integrity is like a rock standing firm in a rushing river. The story of Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius was not just a Roman emperor, he was a great philosopher of Stoicism. Unlike many rulers who indulged in luxury and power, he chose discipline and always put the well-being of his people first. Though he held absolute power, he treated everyone with fairness. One day, a high-ranking general proposed a war strategy that would bring great economic benefits but was deeply unjust to innocent people. Marcus Aurelius knew that rejecting this plan would cost him political support. Yet he firmly said no. He believed that there is no greater glory than living a life of integrity. He refused to let power blind him or let personal gain corrupt his values. Because of that, thousands of years later, people still remember him not only as a great emperor but as a man of unwavering integrity and honor. Lesson learned? Integrity is not just a grand ideal, it is found in the smallest choices you make every day. Do you keep your promises even when no one is watching? Do you have the courage to say no to what is wrong, even if it means losing something? Integrity is not just about earning respect from others, it is about being able to look at yourself in the mirror with pride. A person may be wealthy and famous, but without integrity, they will never truly be respected. When you act with integrity, you do not just gain respect, you build a legacy worth remembering. Become a respected person. Respect is not something that can be bought with money or earned through words alone. It must be built through consistent actions. If you want to be truly respected, remember and practice these 3 fundamental principles. Stand for your values. Do not change yourself just to please others. Respect comes not from following the crowd but from staying true to who you are. Control your emotions. Do not waste your energy on meaningless arguments. Knowing when to stay silent is just as powerful as knowing when to speak. Act with integrity. Always do what is right even when no one is watching. Integrity is the foundation of trust and long-lasting respect. Live like a beacon that shines with its own inner light. When you stay true to your values, you will not need to seek respect. Respect will naturally come to you. Start today. Apply these 3 principles in your life and observe how people's perception of you begins to change. Question for you: which of these 3 principles do you find the hardest to follow? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to Inner Stillness for more meaningful lessons.